It was a random Sunday in October, and I was in the mood to go outside. So let's get it together, finish my hair, finish my makeup, put some jewelry on, and let's go outside in the sunshine and check out some houses. We're talking houses over $1 million because your girl got money like that. Not. But it's nice to dream. It's nice to dream, even if I don't have it like that right now. I like to go see nice houses. There was like an open house that I really wanted to check out. We get there, but the real estate agent was not there. It's a really nice big house. But when I see it in person, I'm like, meh, it's okay. So since we're out, I figured let's go look at some of the other unrealistic homes. These would probably be, what, $2 to $3 million maybe? Wow.
Oh, look at that one.
Wow.
Jeez,
the skeleton.
Look at that. That is so cool.
Has a very castle-like look, right?
Yeah, but see how big it is? Where you can put that big thing there, it still feels like it's dwarfed.
Yeah, it's got that chateau. Yeah, it's got the whole balcony.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, there's a modern one coming up there.
See,
right.
Yeah.
Right? No, you like the traditional.
Yeah.
By the way, how rude of me. I didn't do our introduction. Welcome back. Welcome back to Kenton and Habiba. This is just going to be a series of clips of life lately. Okay, so yeah, we're going to see these houses, and then later we're going to talk about cake, and we're also going to see a little bit of Khaled's birthday recently. But anyway, sit back and enjoy. This is in the kind of Raleigh, Wake Forest area. And this is a clubhouse, I believe, to the neighborhood that we were looking in or looking at. And yeah, beautiful homes. Like I said, nothing wrong with dreaming. I can't afford any of these houses, but I don't mind looking, okay? I mean, don't you ever drive by a neighborhood and wonder what kind of people live in there? Like, what do they do for jobs? What is it that they do? Because maybe I missed something. But no, seriously, it was a beautiful, warm Sunday afternoon, and it was just nice to be outside. But the thing is, sometimes I have this habit of beating myself up or focusing on the things that I don't have and where I need to be in life instead of being present and remembering all the blessings that I do have. I am grateful that I do have a shelter or a place to live, and I know that there are people around the world who don't have a place to live or a safe place to live and don't have food on the table or are worrying about where their next meal will come from. And I don't want to make this video heavy at all, but you know, it got me thinking that we have so much to be thankful for. It may be modest, but the fact that you have a roof over your head and you had a hot meal today, you are blessed. So, I'll put a whole bunch of stuff in here. It's got a little bit of rice, overcooked, and the chicken and corn, and I like when the chicken falls off the bone. You know, I should take off the greens, so I'll put the greens to the side. See, we got potatoes, we got carrots. This is the basic soup. Nothing too fancy, just comfort food. A few days before Halloween, we're taking an evening walk. Look at the door and the windows. That's pretty cool. And there's the girl in the tree too. Oh lordy. If I were walking by myself, I would definitely be scared of this werewolf. Definitely. I mean, it is huge. Look at it. Tell me that's not scary. It was a dark, dark night. See, with all that spooky stuff and darkness going on in the world, that's why I surround myself with things that make me smile and make me feel good, okay? Anyway, let's focus on the fact that I've been doing a lot of cooking lately. Do y'all see the content? I've been bringing you more cooking vlogs. And I'm really trying, especially during November as we head towards Thanksgiving, to do more and more. So I hope you watched the last vlog.
Thanksgiving rustic pie. Ooh.
And hopefully you watched the video where I did the beef and mushroom stew. That was so good. I wish I could have shared. But yeah, I really hope you're enjoying these fall themed videos, cooking videos in this cold weather. And I hope you are staying warm from wherever you're watching this from. And of course, I'll be back with also hair videos, which you seem to like. Some medical themed videos. Oh, I'm just showing you, of course, we're a very multicultural family. So this is Vietnamese food. Some rice noodles with some beef and onions and lettuce. And we'll have mint leaves and fish sauce, spicy fish sauce, and garlic and pepper. It's good. So I hope you are enjoying these type of videos. Come back for more. And yeah. So, oh, and did you see the one where I did the apple cider, the spiced apple cider?
And then if you want to be a little naughty, once it comes to a boil, you can add a little bit of rum.
Over the weekend, we celebrated Khaled's birthday. I wanted to go to the supermarket. We got a few things. I plan to do a dedicated short video, but here are a few clips in the meantime.
All right. $16 for like one little bunch. So for 5 flowers. Yeah, they're a lot. And they have all these beautiful orchids.
So we had previously asked Khaled what he wanted for his birthday, and he wanted oxtail Caribbean style and some patties. So I cooked that. Well, I didn't cook the patties, but I cooked the oxtail, and his father made the Vietnamese food. As you can see, the meat was falling off the bone, and it was well seasoned. So here's son number 1. We haven't seen him in a while. He's doing fine, and apparently Biscuit is doing fine too. Anyway, in this picture, I'm like, why do I look so short? In my head, I'm tall, but somehow now I feel like I look really short. So we definitely had a lot of multicultural food, comfort food that we enjoy. And yeah, it was fun. It was nice to have Auntie Mona and my mother.
Day to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Khaled. Happy. How many blows? Supposed to be one.
You already know what time it is. It's that time of year where we start thinking about our fruit. We're talking fruit for our Caribbean fruit cake. Now, it's not too late. If you have not soaked your fruit, you might as well go ahead and do it now. Just do it. But yeah, just a reminder to have your currants, your raisins, your prunes, your cherries. As you see, I already have mine soaked. I usually do it like at the end of the year. So typically my fruit have been soaking for a whole year. And I know some of you are like, Habiba, we haven't even had Thanksgiving yet. Why are you talking about Christmas cake? Yes, I know. Before you know it, it's the end of the month. Look, we're in November already, are we not? So end of the month, Thanksgiving. Think about all that delicious food you're going to eat. Or I pray that you're going to eat with someone delicious food like I did last year. But no, seriously, back to Christmas. Christmas is around the corner, okay? Make sure you have your fruit ready so you can bake a delicious cake. And y'all already know I have a recipe book on how to make black cake or fruit cake or rum cake as we call it. It can get a little expensive, right? Making this cake. So you need your rum, you need your fruits, as in your prunes, your cherries, your raisins, your currants. You need a tin to store the cake, which is why every year I'm like, I wish I could give more people some of my cakes, but it does get pretty expensive. And then, thinking about shipping, all the materials, plus I don't use anything artificial. I don't use any fillers. I use the real stuff.
But anyway, this is gold, worth its weight in gold. I have a few of these bottles, and this one, as you can see, December 2023. So I literally fill it up, put it in my cabinet below, and forget about it. And now, today is the first time I'm taking it out. It's so big, so heavy, humongous. Just to give you an idea, look how big it is compared to this. This is the large professional KitchenAid machine that I got here. So, and this one is from January 2023, and it says gluten-free on it because rum in general, Jamaican rum is gluten-free, but not all wine is gluten-free. Okay, I don't know if you knew that, but in the processing of wine, somehow they have wheat products in either the machinery or the cork. I don't remember the details. All I know is that for people who cannot tolerate wheat or gluten, you got to be careful when you're looking at wine.
So again, why did I show you all these cake clips? Because one, I'm trying to remind you to go ahead and soak your fruit if you don't already have fruit soaking. Of course, if you have my recipe book, you would see that you can actually fast track it and steam the fruit so that it's nice and soft if you haven't soaked it for months. But I'm not even going to talk about that in detail here. Point is, do you have fruit for your Christmas cake? Because Christmas is around the corner soon. And then also, I was really thinking, hey, maybe if I make some cakes, a large batch of cakes, people might be interested in buying the cakes. I don't know. I'm playing with the idea. It kind of stresses me out. Not the making the cakes, but the part where I have to make sure I have enough tins. Because you see, you have to store the cake properly so it doesn't dry out. And trying to find those tins, which are quite expensive in today's climate. And it's not even forget the expense for a minute. Just the fact that it's hard to find those tins. I don't know where they're coming from. Maybe they come from China, probably. But finding enough tins so I can ship it. And, shipping is a whole nother thing. But please, the point is, if I have cakes available, would you buy it? Let me know. Of course, you'd have to be in the U.S. Or maybe I should just limit it to local sales, like here in North Carolina. I don't know. Send me an email if you're interested. I don't know. Anyway, you notice this video is short and sweet. So I'm trying to bring you videos at least every other day instead of waiting to have super long videos once or twice a week. So look out for a fun clothing haul tomorrow or the day after, but definitely in the next day or two. And weren't those houses amazing? But then again, some of y'all might be super, super rich and this is nothing. I don't know. And can you believe I have a 26-year-old son? When did that happen when I'm barely 36 myself? Bye, y'all.